sense, but I definitely think my home is a lot better, than the comps that you used. And I think we should list it at a higher price. Start with you.
Grand Rising.
Hey Chase, really appreciate, everything that you broke down for me on the buyer discovery, but I definitely need to talk to my spouse before we make any decisions.
Hey, of course, I completely understand where you're coming from. Any important decisions I make myself, I have to go through my wife for sure. So, could you tell me what's your wife's name?
Oh, there we go. Hey Brian, we're waiting for the market to improve before, we make any decisions. So, you can just keep in touch with us.
I appreciate you letting me know that. What about the market are you waiting to improve?
Cool. Yeah, totally. Or hey, what does an improved market look like to you?
Right.
Either of those. Essentially, what does this look like? I don't know what an improved market looks like to you.
Yeah, I know. Neither do I. And I don't think any of us are going to see one.
No, we're just standing there. We're like, cool. Like, what? Because what does improved mean? Like, the market is improved right now, technically.
Yeah, I know. I actually just got a guy saying that to me last night before I went to bed.
That's funny.
Cheaper houses. They want cheaper houses.
Hey, Tristan, I like everything here, except I'm worried about paying compensation. Are you willing to lower it?
Yeah, totally understand your concerns, Zach. Has anyone broken down what broker compensation looks like?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Has anyone broken down what broker compensation looks like? Or hey, has anyone broken down how, the compensation works, in a transaction? It's a buyer's agent, seller's agent, homeowner, buyer. There's a lot of people here. Hey, Holly, prices are way too high right now. No shot that we're able to afford something.
What is the price suggestion that you're thinking about?
Okay, that would work too.
High.
Yeah, it'd be like 800,000. And then if you already knew their price point, you would say, hey, what about the price is making it too expensive? Because obviously $1 million, unless you're buying it cash, is not $1 million buying a house. How many of our $1 million home buyers actually spend $1 million cash? Not many. Okay, so what about it is too expensive? Is it the down payment? Is it the monthly payment? Like, what here is too expensive? Because $1 million isn't too expensive. It's not even like it's not your money, there. So we have to figure out what about the prices, are too expensive. We all saw when rates dropped, the monthly payments dropped. Nobody cared about being in debt $1 million overnight, real quick. Oh yeah, give me my $1 million, buy a random house. Hey Alyssa, really appreciate everything that you've broken down to me today. It definitely, the plan makes sense, but I definitely think my home is a lot better, than the comps that you used. And I think we should list it at a higher price.
Hey, Zach, I completely understand where you're coming from. Can you tell me what about your home you think stands out from the other homes that I brought as comps?
Nice. Hey, Sarah, pretty sure I'm just going to hire a discount broker. It's just what makes sense for us right now.
Hey, Zach, I really appreciate that. What exactly are you looking for in a broker?
Cool. Great one. Hey, Stephanie. No hard feelings, but another agent said that they could get us more money. So we're thinking we're probably going to go that route.
Oh, okay. So what I'm hearing is that the net is most important to you. What do you need to walk away from the sale?
Boom. Good one. It's always, when you get when we're on the phone and we get the no hard feelings, that's when you're really, really getting got. Hey, Jesse, shouldn't we price the home higher so we can leave room to negotiate instead of pricing lower? What if nobody submits a low offer or a high offer?
Typically, you want to price it a little bit below what you're looking for just to get more offers flowing, and then you can negotiate from there. Does that sound all right?
Okay. So that's good. Essentially, I would just, instead of that, does that sound all right? So it almost actually goes back to Stephanie's question. What do you need out of the home?
Okay.
I'd go back to, hey, what is your must have, dollar amount out of this home to make sure that we're in green zone here, and then you just show them, and all of our last sales, I said on average is 10% lower. That's just a number for your guys' head. On average, we list 10% lower, try to list 10% lower than what we think it's worth. Okay. On market, that's like our kind of average magic number. So you can just use that in your brain, and you can even use that number when you talk to them and say, part of our strategy is going 10% lower. than the other homes that are worth this much on market because we're stealing all their buyers. At that point, we're capturing all the other homes buyers, and bringing them here. Hey, Nathan, I think we're just going to wait to list the house, but we definitely appreciate all your follow-up.
Oh, thanks for letting me know that, Zach. Can you tell me what's giving you pause on listing the house?
Cool. Easy. Hey, Michelle, we're just not really ready to meet with an agent yet. So we're just going to hold off for a little bit.
Thank you for letting me know that. Out of curiosity, what exactly are you not ready for?
Cool. That one. Or, hey, totally appreciate that. Help me understand your timeline, a little bit better. Just like, oh, well, I don't know. We're 6 months out. 6 months goes quick. It kind of lines you up, to be in that mode. This would be like if you're calling expireds. Hey, Isaac, bring me a buyer, and we can talk then. Just bring me a buyer.
Hey, Zach, I completely understand, man. So usually what we do is contact homeowners first, so that it's respectful and we, completely understand what the homeowner or what the home is, kind of looking like and what the condition is more or less. And that way we can educate our buyers. I guess the question at the end.
Okay, you're good. You're close. So the question wasn't, do you have a buyer? It was, bring me a buyer and we can talk. Bring me a buyer and then we can continue the conversation.
Gotcha. Okay, Zach. So, typically what we do is contact homeowners first, out of respect to make sure that the property is still on market. And then typically what we do is then reach out to buyers that match the criteria, after we get all the information, all the details squared away. How long have you done any major improvements on the home since you got it, or since you've been there?
Cool. Good one, but long. Your
Yeah.
brain is going to have a complicated time. Me and Jesse and I just got this yesterday when he was following up with one of his expireds. They were like, yeah, Jesse, just bring the buyer, and it turned into the whole spiel, as well. Same thing. So they're always fun, and they're usually a pretty brute personality. We'll call it high D, which I assume Jesse's guy was from what it sounded like on the phone. But no, keep it simple. And these are people who are essentially saying, I don't want to talk to you. Is saying, bring me a buyer. I just got brutalized by a real estate agent, so I don't want to talk to you right now. Essentially, Jesse's was on market for about 122 days. Okay, the one that expired, aka brutalized, by an agent, probably not selling it, right? And so I just go, hey, I totally appreciate that, Isaac. If I'm bringing your home to a buyer and just expecting to get a premium offer, I need to make sure I'm selling it correctly to them. So do you have just 2 minutes to break down some quick questions about the home? Okay. And what I want to do is switch topics from listing the home to the home itself. So Jesse, if you notice, that's what we did yesterday. We switched over and Jesse goes, hey, why don't you just tell me a bit more about the home? Was what I wrote on the whiteboard. And the guy went, bam, 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 went on and on and on and on and on. And then he said, cool, just bring me an offer. And Jesse goes, cool, what does a winning offer look like to you? He's like, cool, it looks like this. I'm like, great, what about terms? We sit there and we paint the whole picture, and get it there. And you decide, is this a pocket listing that's worth my time? Or not. May not be. Let's see here. Hey, Chase, really appreciate all the work you did, but just call me in a few weeks.
Hey, I absolutely understand. Zach, could you tell me, is there any questions that you have that, anything we didn't go over that you'd like answered?
Nice. Michael Steele. I mean, I understand that you say you have a really, really good agent in Orange County, but I mean, my brother's an agent. I think he would freak out if I didn't give him a call.
Definitely. Well, how open are you to a secondhand opinion? Or another one is kind of getting to the pain point to where it's like friends aren't the best for agents. Sometimes I forget how to put that into interpretation though, so they understand that.
You're good. I do the second opinion every now and then for sure. If it's like a good connection and they're just, you can tell that they're just like, yeah, I just feel bad though doing that. Awesome. Hey, Chase, would it be appropriate, for you just to get a second opinion so you know all your options?
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, you have some great options in your back pocket that you can take to your brother. They're like, yeah, I guess, whatever. And like, are they really going to go take something that you just built out, your brother, and their brother's going to do it? Most likely not. Their brothers want to sell the home the way he sells the home. Okay. Or you just go, hey, awesome. That's super great. Do you have someone in your corner, Chase, that you trust, like family? Let me ask you, what's your experience working with your brother, like a real estate agent? Oh, okay. You haven't before. Got it. Okay. And you just keep on going on. But that's that big one where you just kind of, cool. What's your experience? You just drop it, right on there, and you're waiting for that no. Hey, Nathan, pretty sure I'm just going to end up selling it myself. I don't really think we need an agent, to be super honest with you.
All right. Thanks for letting me know that, Zach. What's your experience been like selling homes on your own?
Good one. Hey, listen, I'm not really sure how you got my number. My credit is nowhere good enough to purchase a home. So, I don't, we can kind of just go from there, I guess. Give me a call in maybe a year.
Okay, yeah, Zach, thank you for letting me know that. Ideally, I know you said give you a call in a year. Ideally, if your credit was where you wanted it to be in order to purchase a home, what would your timeline look like, and what is it that you're looking for in a home?
Nice. Let's go. Hey, Brian, the other agent that I talked with just the other day, they said something about being able to charge me like a flat fee to work with them as a buyer's agent. Is that something that you can do too?
Well, all the excuse me, all the commissions are completely 100%. Jesus Christ, I'm blanking on it. What? Negotiable. There we go. It's all negotiable, so we can talk about that at the time. Let's set up a time where we can meet face to face. I can grab some coffee for you, and we can talk about all of these things.
Rad. That would work great. And then the last, just if you guys were like dropping the bomb, on someone, you should be like, oh, yeah, totally, Stephanie. All compensation here in California is actually 100% negotiable.
Compensation. There we go. That's the other one.
But just to be super direct with you, most of my buyers don't pay a compensation. I'd like to go through that with you. When's a good time that you have 10 to 15 minutes? We can break all that down. If anyone's talking about flat fee charges from buyer's agents, that means they're getting paid no matter what. Like it's just on there, flat fee, typically. So, what I would do is just drop that bomb. Like, hey, like we don't charge flat fees because our buyers just don't typically pay fees.
Is anybody still running into those? I haven't heard anyone bring one of those up in a long time.
Yeah, it's probably been about, I'd say like a month or so since I heard the last one, maybe 2 months. And they're not super common by any means, but they do come up.
Would be like a seller more likely?
What was that?
Wouldn't that be more likely a seller would ask that?
Well, it would have been back then, but I get hit with ads all the time on it. That's where I see it more, Brian, is on like ads than I do like actual clients, telling it to us. But I see flat fee Instagram ads all the time,
that's just clickbait right there, I think.
100%.
Yeah.
Is this where you essentially, I'd like to sit and break it down to you just to finish that thought. You're essentially then the conversation with them would be the options. Typically, this is 90% of the time this is where the seller blah blah blah.
So you'd be, hey, most likely you're not going to end up paying because I'm going to negotiate it from the seller. Worst case scenario, or second best, I'm going to go negotiate my compensation directly from the seller. Third, and the least likely, is that yes, you'd have to pay my compensation. But as of right now, we have not had to have a buyer pay a full compensation once, in the entire company ever. So I'd be surprised. We're not in a hurry. Let's just skip that one. Hey, Jesse, I appreciate everything, man, but we're just not in a hurry. So if you want to give us a call in like 2 weeks, that's fine, I guess.
Yeah, do you mind me asking what your timeline is?
Cool. Good one. Or hey, I was like, hey, help me understand it a bit further. I want to make sure I'm supporting you properly. That's kind of that line drop I'll drop in there every now and then because it makes people feel like they need to give you a real answer. You're just like, hey, I want to make sure I'm supporting you properly. Help me understand your timeline.
Okay.
Very genuine, Let's see. We're good at that one. Hey, Holly. Everything made total sense that you gave me today, but I think we just feel comfortable if we interviewed a few more agents. So I think we're going to do that, and then maybe we'll reconvene afterwards.
Actually, yeah, thanks for letting me know. I totally understand. What is the thing that I haven't, that you have question that I missed to explain to you?
Okay, that'd be good. What's another one that we could use on it?
So winning
Open
agent
room.
What's a winning agent look like to you?
What's a winning agent look like to you? That sounds good.
What are you looking for in an agent that you feel confident?
Yeah, what are you looking for in an agent? What would make you confident in your agent? What would make you comfortable, with an agent? Something along those lines. There's a million different words that you could use there. That's really your goal. Is like, I want to figure out what that agent is that you're looking for. Because obviously I didn't just meet that mark. If you're looking to interview more agents, like what are you looking for in an agent? Is what we're trying to understand. So then hopefully before we leave the house, we have a chance to fill, that void that they're looking for. Okay. Okay. Good job, guys. Let's switch off the cards and let's move over to our closes. Okay. So just a little bit of a repeat. I know a few of you have already been through this before, but for those of you who are new, example would be Tristan calls Chase. Okay. He does a buyer or seller close, totally up to him. Okay. Whichever close he wants to pick. Chase is then going to hit him with an objection or two. Maybe don't do like 5, okay, for somebody, but 2 to 3, okay, in a comfortable spot. Let's be real, here. We don't want to be over dramatic about the objections. Like 2 to 3 good ones, and your goal is to make it still to the close, okay, in the house, in the office, whatever it is. Okay, the appointment that you're trying to book. So let's start off with Miss Alyssa, and I'll have you call Isaac.
The agent, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, am I the agent or am I?
You'll be the agent. So you'll be trying to close Isaac.
Okay, and I can do either buyer or seller?
Totally up to you. Whatever closing you guys want to practice.
Okay, cool. I'll do buyer agent. Cool. Well, thank you so much, Isaac, for breaking down your timeline and what it is you and your wife are looking for in your next home. I feel like I have a really good understanding of all of your goals. What I would love to do now is really walk you through the process beginning to end over a cup of coffee so you feel like you're in complete control of the process and know exactly what to expect when it comes to purchasing your next home. When do you have 15 minutes for me this week?
Yeah, you're great, Alyssa, but I just don't know if we're ready to make the jump, financially. I just feel like it's a little bit too much right now, spending wise.
Hey, of course, no, I completely understand. It's a very big decision, and this isn't locking anything in. I won't be bringing any contracts. You won't be signing anything. This is completely just to have the roadmap out in front of you. So when you are ready to make that financial leap, that financial jump, you know exactly what to expect. I'm available this Thursday, or if the weekend works better for you, I can do weekends anytime.
Yeah, I think Thursday should work for both of us.
Okay, perfect. How does 10 a.m. sound?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Perfect. I'll go ahead and send a calendar invite to the email you gave me.
Good job. Execution. You got executed, Isaac. Sorry.
I did. I couldn't even really say much. Excuses.
Oh, that's funny. Good job, Alyssa. Real good job. Okay, Mr. Isaac, on you. Pick who you want to
call. Stephanie.
Great.
Ring. Or well, I guess we're just doing a close, right? So
yeah, you just go right to the close.
Okay, we'll do a buyer close. Okay, Stephanie, so I appreciate you breaking down everything for me as far as your criteria, your timeline, and especially your reasons as far as to why you want to move. Super exciting. You want to be close to family and, start that new life with your husband, grow your family here. If you have about 15, 20 minutes for me sometime this week, we can really go over a game plan where it's step by step, really simplifies the whole process down for you. Even a 4th grader can understand it. So it's super, super easy. And again, once you are ready to make that jump, you'll feel really confident and prepared as far as what the next steps are. Do you have time for me this upcoming weekend?
I don't know about this weekend, but you said it's easy enough for a 4th grader to understand. So is it really something I have to prepare for?
You don't really have to prepare much. It's really just a matter of you showing up for yourself. I'll do all the preparation and all the hard work, right? That way, when we do meet, it's just simple, it's easy to understand, and again, we'll be 100% confident in what the next steps are.
Well, I don't really want to do anything for the next couple of months. So is it a little preemptive to meet now?
No, not at all. time goes by very quickly. I can't believe it's already the first week of January already done. So yeah, I mean, you said, what's your timeline looking like? You said the next couple of months, like 3 to 6 months, or when?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we're kind of ready now, but definitely by the end of the year.
Gotcha. Okay. So look, if we were to find the right property for you, next week, how soon would you be able to make a move?
Oh gosh. I guess I would be ready if the right property was available. I could get ready if it was the right property.
Excellent. And that's more the reason why we should meet, Stephanie. It's really just, again, understanding what all the steps are. That way I can even show you what a winning offer looks like, right? When we do find that right home and you're able to, get it, right, and move into the home. So yeah, even if next week isn't available for you, if we do early, like Tuesday the following week, again, I really just think it's important that we meet. That way we can fully understand what each other's expectations are and also going through the winning strategy.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I guess I was just thinking I needed to get my taxes done first, but I guess there's no reason I can't do them at the same time.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And we can meet with the lender as well. That way, any financial questions that you may have, they'll be available for you, to answer those questions for you. Does
Okay.
Tuesday at like 11 work?
Yeah. Could we do like 11:30?
Yeah, absolutely. 11:30. And I'll send you the address and calendar invite with the email that you provided me, okay?
Okay, for sure. And like 30 minutes, right? Because I have another thing at 12.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be 15, 20 minutes. Like I said, it's just step by step. Really any other questions that you may have that'll hold us.
Okay, yeah, sounds great. Thanks, Isaac. I appreciate your persistence on that.
You're very welcome. Looking forward to working with you.
Great.
Okay, good job. The one thing I would say is just your last close, you can just shorten it up just a tad. You added a lot of stuff in there, step by step, expectations, growth mindset. I don't know, you didn't say growth mindset, but there's just like in that last close, there was a lot. That's the only thing that I'd say you can shorten down a tad. She goes, I guess I could be ready. You go, yeah, it's actually a little bit easier than it seems, especially when you have everything put in front of you. I definitely want to make sure you're prepped just in case that home does come. Does Tuesday at 11 work? Okay, you kind of reshorten it down, right there, just to make it simple. She literally just said, yes, I guess I could get ready in that amount of time to buy a house in 2 weeks. Isaac, but outside of that, it was a really good job. Good job. Okay, Miss Stephanie.
Jersey. You're gonna want to unmute.
Oh, I got mute. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Okay, cool. Ring ring. Hey, Jersey, thanks so much for coming into the open house this weekend and sharing. Honestly, just thanks for coming into the open house. It was so great to meet you. It was so busy. I'm going through all my notes now. Remind me, what are you looking for and what's your timeline?
So right now I'm just looking at all my options. I'm not really in a hurry to get into a new house.
Okay, perfect. What would be what's your reason for wanting to move at this time?
Well, for me, the biggest thing is just wanting like to find my dream home, but I just don't know if I'm ready to do that like financially or if I'm at the place in my life to do that right now.
Okay, awesome. Well, then I am so glad that you came into the open house. I can help you answer all of those questions. It's my passion to meet with people and help them discover their home ownership goals. And it sounds like you're in the discovery phase right now, kind of like what would be the best options for you moving forward. Is that correct?
Yeah, so when I went into the open house, it was more so just like out of curiosity. So I had free time.
Okay,
Just wanted to
perfect.
check it out.
Yeah, curiosity is the next best step, right? Like, doesn't always kill the cat. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and schedule a coffee. I'd love to have coffee with you, get to know you, find out a little bit more about your goals, and get you set up on the right idea. Maybe it's this year, maybe it's next year. But what's your schedule like this week?
It's pretty busy for me this week.
Okay, yeah. I know, I guess it's the first of the week, so we're all just getting back into it. Would like Friday morning, do you have an opening? Or maybe Saturday?
Sure, I think I can do Saturday.
Saturday,
Yeah.
perfect. There's this little French cafe on the corner of Carlsbad Boulevard. Let's meet there at 10. Does that sound good for you, or is a little earlier better?
Sure, I can pencil you in. That should work.
Oh, pencil. Okay, great. Well, then I will send you a Google Calendar invite. So I am digitally embedded in your calendar, and we'll get together on Saturday. I'll buy you a cup of coffee. We'll share a croissant or something, and then we'll go from there.
Wonderful. Thank you, Stephanie. I'll see you then.
Perfect. Thanks, Jersey.
There, croissant.
Croissant.
Croissant. Good job. No, that's a good one. Okay, Jersey.
Okay.
Here.
I will
Closing us out.
call Tristan.
Tristan.
That's me.
Okay. Hey, so I completely understand how disappointing it is when your home doesn't sell. So let me show you why my approach is different and how I can help you avoid that frustration. Here's what I would like to do. Why don't we set up a 15 to 20-minute meeting for this Friday where we can get a better understanding of what you're looking for and make this a more smooth, seamless process for you than it was in the beginning. Would it be appropriate to explore the next steps?
Yeah, Jersey, you bring up a good point. I don't think I'm ready at the moment. I went through 2 different agents and just terrible experience, like terrible. And I don't know if I'd want to step into another relationship with another agent. So I think I'm going to sit on this property for now.
Yeah, I would love to hear more about just how can you tell me a little bit more about what it was like working with them?
Yeah, the first agent didn't really contact me a whole lot during the listing, and when it got expired, never even reached out, even though he said, "Oh, we're gonna meet sometime," but we never even scheduled anything. And then another agent reached out and told me like, "Hey, I could get this sold for the best and highest offer." And that also went expired too, and he wasn't the greatest either. So I just probably don't want to use an agent at the moment.
I'm so sorry to hear that. So through me, I would do things a lot differently. And so if you'd like, we can push the appointment for this Thursday if you're available, because I would really love to sit down with you and take a look at your options because your home, sorry, I'm pushing it a little bit too much. Would that be all right if we push it? Sorry, I need to like
You're
reel
on
back.
it. Yeah, you're good. You're on it.
Okay. I'm so sorry to hear that. I would love to discuss more of your options. Are you willing to meet a little bit earlier this week so we can sit down and see and create a game plan together so we can get your home sold at an appropriate time? When do you hope to sell your home by?
Well, now that you say that, I probably I want to get this thing sold by the next 6 months because I really don't want it. But I'm not sure whether to use an agent or not because of the past relationships I've had.
Completely understandable. Yeah, I want to make this happen for you. So whenever you're ready, we can discuss whether I'm the right fit.
Okay. I'd say we could maybe check in the next 2-3 weeks and see if anything else changes at that point.
Wonderful. Are you willing to make a tentative date and put it in our calendar? And I'll send you over an invite and we can prepare for that meeting.
Yeah, I'd be open to that.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay, you did really good, but you dipped out for some reason. I don't know why you dipped out at the end. You got him all the way there to the end of being like, you know what? Yeah, like other options. You're like, cool. Like, how about, we can push it, and do all this. Like, you finally got him all the way there. Like, put your foot down. You have so much natural empathy in your voice that comes out. Oh, so sorry. Oh my God, what happened with it? Like, it comes out so empathetic that like you can drop a heavy hammer and it's not going to come off as heavy, as you would think. Awesome. Well, Tristan, during the last 10 minutes of this conversation, my understanding is that you still want to sell the home, but what happened is some bad agents put you off the track of your goals. So what my goal is to come over, break down all the options, okay, put you in the most empowered place so you can decide if selling even makes sense at all for you anymore. Does Saturday or Sunday work better? But like, you can drop your foot there at the end, you know, heavy, like drop the hammer. Like I said, with the tone that naturally comes in your voice, like you can say a lot of more direct things that maybe some other people wouldn't be able to say.
You got anyone in mind? You got anyone in mind that couldn't get away with that? I drop a hammer, it sounds like I'm dropping a hammer. You pulled it out though. Good job, Jersey.
Thank you guys.
Right? It was good.
I
Like,
appreciate it.
There was some seriously really, really good answers in there, especially for like, I mean, you haven't even have you even dialed yet?
No, I mean I've tried, but some people haven't
You've
picked
like
up. So
practiced
this
the
week I'm
script for
focusing
like
on dialing.
for like a week. For like a week. Good job. You're in a really, really good spot to hit the phones, just so you know, so you feel confident. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's have an
Appreciate
amazing
it.
Tuesday. Okay, you guys. If you need any support from me today, I'll be in the Orange County office.